problem that faces women too, which is you're not going to be smart, hardworking, with a good career till you're 30. Well, then you have to compete with 25-year-old women. And so that's also an insoluble problem, because the thing about 25-year-old women is they put less stress on men. Why? Why? Because they can have babies for an extra 5 years. Women, no, 35, 40, you better get it together by then. And yeah, well, I've seen plenty of this, man. I'm not talking through my hat. I know exactly what the hell happens when you're a little older and a little poorer and a little more desperate. It's not exactly fun. So I wouldn't recommend that you end up there.
What's going on, everybody? I'm back with another new podcast. Now, I know a lot of you guys are familiar with Jordan Peterson, and in this clip here, he was talking about women aging in the dating market, aka the wall. So that's what we're going to be talking about today. I got a few clips on that, and I know y'all going to want to stick around for that. So let's get into it. Let's break this down. But before we do, just make sure you subscribe to the channel. Go ahead, hit that notification bell so you know every time I release a video. And do me one more favor. Show a little love to the like button, but let's get into it.
Because at 40 for a woman, it's basically over.
Really?
Yeah. Having kids and like physically for most women, yeah. I mean, there's exceptions, sure, but that's not the rule. But as a 40-year-old guy that like, you know, if you're doing pretty well, like you could get married tomorrow with the 25-year-old, have 5 kids and still have a whole life. That's just not the case biologically for women.
Now that's Pearl from Just Pearly Things. She runs a really good podcast. She uses a lot of numbers, data, statistics to back up her arguments. And she's absolutely right, because 40 years old on a man is a lot different than 40 years old on a woman. And that truth needs to be explained, because society makes it seem as if men and women age the same and you have the same opportunities on the dating market. I'm sorry to tell you, but that is not the truth. And to back that up, I'll use a graph, one that I've used in the past before. And as I've always said, this doesn't paint men in the best light, but the truth is the truth, and we're here to tell it. So let's take a look at this right here. This right here just shows the rate that men and women cheat as they age. And it just shows you that between 18 and 29, women have more opportunities because they have more of what men want, which is beauty and youth. And as they age, they have less of that. And as men age, we have more opportunities because we have more of what women want, and that is resources. So it just goes to show you that we attract differently. We cannot defeat our own biology. We have natural triggers on what attracts us to the opposite sex. And if you want to swim upstream, you're going to have a tough time with that. But we got more clips because we're going to take a look at this topic a little further.
Like, y'all have it easier because women have to be attractive. Y'all don't. You could be a 2 out of 10, but be rich. And now you're going to pull some of the most attractive women ever.
So men have it easier?
When it comes to like standards and off of first look,
She really said that.
What?
She must be around certain kind of guys. She's not around the everyday.
Oh no, y'all are crazy.
Guy.
Y'all are crazy. Women have to look top notch to get y'all's attention. Y'all could just have money. You could be in a strip club.
That's so cap.
That is not cap.
Now, her assessment here is extremely misguided and far from the truth, but there is a little small truth to what she is saying. Yes, rich guys can just show up with money, and in a lot of cases, they can attract the women that they want.
What's the oldest guy that you would date?
Without money, 31. With money, 57.
Doesn't mean that those women are gonna stay, but they can attract them with those resources. But how easy is that? I mean, it's not like there's just a plethora of rich men running around. You just don't go to the gym, work out for a couple of months, and they hand you a few $1 million. Well, let's take a look at this right here, because this just shows what it takes to be rich in America. And it says, according to the 2022 Schwab Modern Wealth Survey, the magic number is 2.2 million. This is up from 1.9 million, which is the average net worth Americans indicated would make someone wealthy in 2021. So all you need is $2.2 million, and it's just as easy as she says it is. But we all know reality. There are not that many multi-millionaires. Let's take a look at this right here. It says, how many multi-millionaires with more than $2 million are there in the United States? We estimate that there are 8 million U.S. households with $2 million or more in net worth. That is roughly 6.25% of all U.S. households. Now, that does not decipher for married men. That does not decipher for women. That's just millionaires in total. So when you talk about single men that you're attracted to, that number is going to be far, far less, while there are actually way more attractive women in the world than there are rich men. So who has the better odds in this situation? The plethora of beautiful, attractive women out there, or that very small percentage of rich men?
I would love a relationship that makes my life better than it is. I have no interest in just being in a relationship to be in a relationship. I can have a wheel of lovers.
Now, I love Tracee Ellis Ross, but this sounds a bit delusional. I want to know what she means exactly when she says she's looking for a relationship that makes her life better as opposed to just being in a relationship. Because as a rich and famous actress, she's already living her best life. So how much can someone add to that? Are you just looking for the basic things like love, companionship, honesty? Or are you looking for these grand gestures that somebody is supposed to accomplish to win your heart? And you see here, even at 50 plus years old, women are still looking for things and have these grand expectations for men that most just can't fulfill. And then they end up wasting years of their life looking for a lover that just isn't there. But we're gonna take a look at another clip and see how some women are dealing with getting older, hitting the wall, and realizing what they thought was there isn't.
Hey, TikTok. You know, it's crazy because I joke a lot about being single and, you know, I laugh it off. But I'm 46 years old. And while I'm getting ready for surgery and everything, it dawned on me. Hold on. I'm sorry. It dawned on me that I'm 46 years old and I don't have a husband to take care of me. I don't have a husband to help me get ready. I'm 46 years old and I still need my mama to take care of me post-op. I still need my sister, which whether I had a husband or not, they would be there. It sucks. Being single and 46 sucks. That's it. It just sucks. And I'm fucking tired. And I make jokes about the fucking buffoons that I have been encountering in dating. But in reality, this is my reality. This is my reality. This is my reality, and those stories are the shit. that's available, because all the good men have gotten married in their 20s and 30s because they're good men. I'm not blaming it all on men, because women are fucking shit. They fucking batshit crazy too. So, but this is my reality, not anybody else's. Yeah, that's all. Hey, TikTok.
Now, is anyone surprised or feeling sad? Because this is exactly what Jordan Peterson talked about in that first clip. 45 to 50 years old, life starts to get a little lonely. You start to feel invisible, especially women as they hit that wall, because biology shuts the possibility of having a family down. And when that door closes, it's closed. So a lot of people need to be a little bit more serious and take advantage of the opportunities that they've had in front of them. She is 46 years old. All of us right now could tell 20 years ago when she was in her mid-20s, she was probably fine as hell and had the options to be with the man that she wanted, but maybe she just didn't take him serious. Maybe she was in her hot girl summer and thought like, okay, I'll just be with this one, then I'll be with this one. And there'll always be a man when I'm ready to settle down. But as you get older, the quality of men are going to go down, because like she said, the good men, they got married in their 20s. They got married in their 30s. So by the time you're in those 40s, the men that are still around, there's an issue with them. There's a reason why they made it to 40. Either they just didn't want to settle down, or nobody wanted to settle down with them. But either way, you're losing. So I just think it behooves people to be a little bit more conscious about what's going to happen to them later on in life. And that's where women like this, see, I'm glad that she's putting this out there, because maybe there is a younger woman that looks at that and says, I don't really want to end up that way. Let me go ahead and cash in on my youth and beauty now. But so many don't, and so many are going to end up just like this. But that's going to do it. So subscribe to the channel, like the video, and if you guys have anything to say, please leave it in the comments below. And until another time, I'll see you guys later.